Hey, Brent, two monster defensive teams tonight. Premier stoppers on both sides. You're a former scorer. You like a game like this. What do you have to do to get your points, the challenge of scoring?
You know, some of the great scorers in our league, Kevin, do a great job of realizing when a team has put itself in a team foul situation where they can get to the free throw line. So as that happens, great scorers might put more pressure on the defense to force foul calling. Then you go and get some of those freebies. That can loosen up a few things, especially if your defensive stopper suffers through some foul trouble.
And it's always great as a scorer to figure out how you're going to attack them, even though maybe an initial roadblock or slowing you down. But you get so much more out of it when you think around the problem and figure it out and get that angle you want.
And how about as a scorer sometimes, Kevin, putting that aside and playing the game within the game and helping your teammates, maybe getting a few more open looks as the attention is drawn to you. Maybe you do your damage a little more subtly, and that's with ball movement, setting up your teammates.
Great point. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's McGee in at the 5. And that one falls for Collins.
And the Hawks in the last couple seasons with some roster turnover, established veterans departing, and now with Millsap leaving, they have embraced a complete rebuild.
And so Collins nails both of them. And the Hawks traded Howard and lost Paul Millsap in short time. So the rebuild, it would appear, is on for Atlanta.
Yeah, and it seems like they feel good with how they've approached it. You know, you got to commit to turning things over and starting anew. And the Hawks have taken the first steps to building towards the future.
Durant on the money from 12 feet away.
Just impossible to get the KD from the mid-range, showing a smooth shooting stroke.
There's the screen. Dedmon dishes to Schroeder. Over Thompson. And that one's good. Schroeder's got his second basket of the night.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Here's Durant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
That's good from Durant.
You just watch the way the Warriors run their offense, and you have to think about the way that Steve Kerr had set things up. So many options and cuts on every play, using the three-point line to spread out the defense and find angles and niches to attack. Rarely relies on the ever-present NBA isolation plays.
Durant hits them both. And with the fluid offense that Kerr has the Warriors running right now, Brent, it's as effective as it gets and has been for his whole tenure. The passing is just superb.
Well, it's an unreal offensive system with unreal shooters, Kevin. And so, you know, guys understand that if we keep moving around and we keep moving the ball, everybody's going to have a shot to make a shot and to make the kind of contributions to the team offensively that they're used to. The fantastic part about what Steve's done, though, is the accountability on the defensive end, as Golden State is one of the primetime defenses every year.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, they're really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
The Hawks leading by 4. Now Bazemore dishes it to Dedmon. Back to Bazemore. Prince outside. There's a screen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is with a purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
And Brent, for the Hawks, you go back to the summer of 2016. How big was it for them losing their all-star, Al Horford?
Well, the rumor is there wasn't too much of a financial difference between what the Hawks were offering and what the Celtics ended up giving Al Horford. And they wanted to have him back and maybe trade Paul Millsap for assets. That all did not happen, and it gutted the team a little bit because of Horford's versatility. You could see that reflected in some of the offensive numbers from the Hawks last year.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Passes to Prince. Over Thompson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Over Prince. Rebounded by the Hawks. Schroeder with the ball. He's got 6. Floats one up. 3T that time from Curry. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. He kicks to McGee. Green, the screen. Thompson sets the pick for McGee. Durant, the pass to Curry. Clock at 6. Back to Durant. Over Prince. That doesn't go either for Durant. The Hawks leading by 3. Schroeder kicks to Dedmon. Now here's Bazemore. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Collins dishes to Bazemore. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. There's Schroeder. And count it from 19 feet away.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Curry passes to Thompson. Fader on the way. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Used to seeing Clay devastate you from the three-point line or at the rim. This time from the mid-range.
The pass to Bazemore. Feeds it to Collins. Prince outside. Over Curry. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's 6 points for Prince.
Well, not a mismatch until you exploit it. That's exactly what he did there from the mid-range.
Shots good by Durant.
Needing very little space to get off that signature jumper, Durant torches some pretty good defense that time.
Schroeder kicks to Collins. The dish now to Schroeder. Now the feed to Collins. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
Here's Curry with the three. He's off on that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Now here's Bazemore. He's covered by Thompson. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Bazemore seems to be locked in. Even when there's an aggressive defense around him, not getting rattled.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Shoots over Bazemore. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Prince against Durant. Prince kicks to Collins. Great D that time from Green.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
Durant kicks to McGee from the baseline. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Now just a 1 point Hawks lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Hey, Brent, you made the NBA playoffs in your second year. Talk about the mental preparation that goes into one's first postseason as a player.
I think it's always a special time, Kevin, just because of the unknown factor. And at that time, it was the Clippers, my second season, a team that was very young and inexperienced. And so it was all fresh and new. And the biggest challenge for any coach in that sort of predicament is to make sure that players are on task and focused. We certainly were not. The Utah Jazz took care of us, and that's because of one John Stockton and Karl Malone. And you look at the way the Warriors went through the postseason last year. The team was certainly on a mission. They swept through the Western Conference, and you could see tremendous laser focus as they tried to avenge that 16 loss to the Cavs.
So for the Hawks, Dorsey's checked in, and it's Bembry in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Warriors also making a change. Livingston's checked in. Prince, the pass to Bembry. He dishes it to Collins. And Dorsey kicks to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. And something that we heard last season, Brent, with the dominance of the Warriors and also the Cavs, is that fans are worried the league will become too predictable with these two teams.
I kind of love the fact that we had a finals where we had two teams competing 3 straight years in a row and all the drama around it. This idea about teams being put together and manufactured, that's happened throughout the course of the NBA's history, Kevin. So I don't really buy much into the conversation about what the Warriors have done and what the Cavs did and what other teams are trying to do. There's a lot of ground out there for general managers and coaching to put together the best talent on the floor and try and win championships. Right now, that's happening in Golden State.
From 12 feet out, the shot by Curry, no good. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Bembry. Great D that time from Green. Prince against Durant. Kicks it to McGee. They set the pick. And here's Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Great form on the Livingston jump shot there. He knows he's got the green light in the mid-range.
Pass to Bembry for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Dishes to Livingston. He feeds it to Durant. Over Prince. And that one hits back iron.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry. Here's the screen. Here's Dedmon. It's rebounded by Livingston. Warriors trail by 4. Passes it to Green. Curry kicks to Durant. The pass to Livingston. McGee a screen. Shoots off the screen. Finds yet again. And there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. For the Hawks, Mike Muscala is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Malcolm Delaney comes in for Collins. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Bembry. And then for Golden State, West is checked in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Durant.
One shot.
That's good from McGee. And the Hawks, known for their equal opportunity drive and kick offensive style. But Greg, their three-point shooting percentage has cratered the last few seasons.
Yeah, and the way the league is going, that's something they'll have to fix. The free throw line, also an issue for this group. It's clear they're in search of more shooting.
Feeds it to West. He kicks it to Livingston. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Dorsey.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
It's rebounded by Golden State. McGee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Livingston kicks to Curry. Back to Livingston. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's West, and the Warriors miss again. Here's Delaney. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Schroeder.
So great to see Steph taking on the challenge defensively, getting up into his man that time.
A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too, not saying I don't. But they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over there on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Shot's good. Shot's good.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Such a great way to get yourself into an offensive groove and build up some early confidence.
Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Muscala. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Delaney in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
One shot. One shot.
The pick and roll takes great timing for both players and a feel for the game and what the defense is going to show. Brent, in your opinion, which tandems are the best at running it?
Well, I think Russell Westbrook and Steven Adams have really done a great job of establishing a great chemistry in the pick and roll. And it's interesting, Kevin, because as centers and point guards play together, the more games that they have, the more used to one another they are in terms of sometimes setting good hard screens and sometimes not really setting a screen at all, setting up the slip and creating opportunities that way. Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, Chris Paul, insert player here. Pretty good combination.
Yeah, I like that.
Wow, he put a little extra on that one, didn't he?
On the wing, Thompson. Here's Pachulia. And there's the feed to Livingston. West outside. At the top of the key, Thompson. Now the dish to Livingston. And Young kicks to Thompson. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got 9.
Sweet touch on the 3 there. Thompson is a dead-eye threat from long distance.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Muscala. The Hawks working the ball around. There's a good screen. High post try. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Livingston dishes to West. Back to Livingston. Thompson inside the line. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a shot that Klay Thompson has perfected, a consistent catch and shoot guy.
Back to Muscala. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The drive by Thompson, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
I watch Klay Thompson, and I see a player at that position who is as complete as you want in an offensive package. He can hurt you from deep or going to the rim, and guys defensively just never feel comfortable when you're trying to slow him down.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State.
What's
Durant comes in for David West. Thompson no good on the free throw. And with Thompson, so much of why he is effective, Brent, is that he has a myriad of ways to hurt you. Great post-up game, and he's really improved greatly on his finishing.
Well, everybody talks about Klay Thompson doing a better job of mixing it up. But the fact of the matter is this Golden State offense is predicated on players moving without the basketball. And Klay Thompson, certainly one of the most dangerous players in the league, much like Rip Hamilton during his years in Detroit. A weapon as soon as he caught the ball off of that movement.
In the corner, Bazemore with it. Schroeder with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Here's Delaney. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, Klay is a very good positional and on-ball defender, but him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive.
Now here's Livingston. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Thompson. No good off the front iron. The Hawks trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Bazemore. Here's Dedmon. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The drive by Green. The shot will not fall.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's foul number 2 for him. Warriors leading by 5. Now Livingston. Green, the screen. Thompson is double. To the paint. And Green slams it in.
Great vision from Sean Livingston, scanning the floor and finding the man.
Schroeder passes to Dedmon. Delaney kicks it over to Schroeder. Bazemore with it. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Young. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Thompson outside. Lets it go from 14. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. So often nowadays in transition, Brent, we'll see a guy get to the rim, then kick it out to someone standing at the three-point line. What's your feeling on that?
Kevin, who's at the three-point line?
Well, let's say Brent Barry's out there.
I'm more than okay with that. You know, so some of the guys, Kevin, in the new age are running to the three-point line, and as the ball gets to the rim, yeah, the modern-day fast break is not your classic 3-on-2, and we're going to take the wings coming in, and we're going to feed one guy for a layup. That first available wide-open three-point shot, whether 2 seconds into the possession or 12, is something coaches are willing to live with.
Problem is, though, sometimes that big wants to run and does run, but you don't reward him, and then maybe they don't run the next time down.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have a big guy working that hard. Problem is, in today's game, some of those big guys are also running to that three-point line.
You're exactly right. The Hawks trail by 9. Schroeder dishes to Dedmon. Back to Schroeder. In the corner, it's Delaney. There's the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. They get it back. Muscala hits the bucket. Muscala's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
The screen from Thompson. Iguodala kicks to Durant. And that's going to be a travel. Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Schroeder. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
It's good. 17 points for Klay Thompson.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Schroeder kicks to Muscala. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Bazemore. They set the pick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And given how athletic Bazemore is, he always does a phenomenal job drawing contact on those kind of shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
The first one falls.
Now, Coach Budenholzer comes from a basketball family. His father coached for over 20 years. It feels like he was just born into it. Definitely what many would consider a coaching lifer.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Collins checked in for Muscala, and it's Prince in for Malcolm Delaney. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in, and so Bazemore nails both of them. And Mike Budenholzer winning Coach of the Year in the league in 2015, leading the Hawks to 60 wins.
Well, that was the most wins in franchise history and an amazing collective effort from the Atlanta Hawks that year. No doubt a high water mark that he's hoping to surpass in the next couple of seasons and become elite in the Eastern Conference.
He dishes it to Collins. Prince outside. They set the pick. Count that one. Prince has got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Green, the screen, and they call an illegal screen here.
And you can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
The Hawks trail by 8. Shooter passes to Prince. Dedmon kicks it to Bazemore. Collins, a screen on Durant. Here's Bazemore. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And going into last season, Kent Bazemore commanding a salary in excess of $17 million. Greg, how did an undrafted player coming off his first starting season in the league get that kind of salary?
Timing is everything. Reflection of the market. Well, you remember you had that huge spike in the cap. It's also a bet on his upside and work ethic. And with Bazemore, you see that the dedication to improve is there, and that's what made the Hawks comfortable with the contract.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And so Bazemore nails both of them.
There he is, the product out of Kelford, North Carolina. Kent Bazemore has come a very long way during his short time in the NBA. Speaking of Kelford, that's got to be one of those places where everybody knows who you are, and Bazemore has that easygoing vibe when you get a chance to meet him.
The Hawks trail by 6. Kicks it to Schroeder. There's the pick. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter. And hard scrabble beginnings for Bazemore. Winners without heat. His mom worked 3 jobs to support the family. But what a success story for Kent Bazemore.
Yeah, an incredible story. You can see the work ethic that Kent Bazemore has and how those things have paid off for him. This is a guy who went undrafted, waited for an opportunity, and then pounced on it. The thing is with Kent Bazemore now, are you the type of player who wants to spend the money that you've earned, or do you want to earn the money that you've been given?
And it goes down 2 points. Bazemore's got 8 points.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Curry against Schroeder. Curry is inside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Last season, Steph Curry got off to a slow start, and I guarantee you a lot of players would have loved his slow start, but eventually got it going. When Kevin Durant went down, Steph Curry stepped up, and a lot of that MVP swagger returned for the Golden State Warriors.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Brent thinking of Curry and how much better he was as the season went on. A lot of that had to do with him feeling more comfortable, it seemed, with Kevin Durant.
Well, so much talk, Kevin, about the Christmas Day game and Kevin Durant stepping over to Steph Curry and telling him, look, be you, be aggressive. And from that point forward last year, it felt like the Warriors just took off and Steph Curry resumed that MVP caliber play. Some great defenses can be built on these two R's, reacting and recovering. And you can see that the Warriors are one of the top teams in doing just that. Great help defense, great rotation, and communication. Big reason why they had the lowest opponent field goal percentage against last season.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Thompson outside. No good from outside. And for the Warriors, a lot of talk before last season was centered around how they would protect the rim with changes at the center spot. Turns out they would be just fine.
Well, they already had that guy, Draymond Green, who's a heck of a defensive player, and he won the Defensive Player of the Year award. But it was Kevin Durant and how he was going to fit in. I think the one thing I appreciate most is that for a great player like Durant, who'd won an MVP, had been in the finals, is a perennial scoring leader in the league, that he went about his business accepting the responsibility of what he needed to do defensively for the Warriors to maintain championship caliber play. It was a remarkable year for him on that end of the floor.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Schroeder kicks to Dedmon. The Hawks working the ball around. There's a good screen. Schroeder outside. Another three for Atlanta.
Teammates love Dedmon because of his willingness to give up his body on screen plays like that.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Green. Outside Durant. Green with a screen for Durant. Atlanta with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Prince kicks it over to Schroeder. Kicks it out to Prince. Offensive rebound. Collins. It's good. This game is all even. Collins has got 6 points.
Bucket earned, out muscling and out hustling everybody for the rebound.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So for the Hawks, Miles Plumlee comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Bembry in for Dennis Schroeder. Young's checked in for the Warriors. 1:22 left in the first half. Dishes it to Curry. Here's the screen. Green, the screen. Green with a screen on Prince. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Prince. 18 feet out. Buries the jump shot. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, after a tough first quarter, it didn't get to him in any way. He's really stepped up here in the second quarter.
And Dorsey kicks to Bembry. Plumlee, the pass to Bembry. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Outside Curry. To the inside. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Prince with it. Guarded now by Durant. Shoots off the screen. Another miss by Prince. Durant up top. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Curry with the 3. Not going to go that time. A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for the Atlanta Hawks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. It was Dennis Schroeder setting the pace in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points and 1 assist. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, they've been pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
Welcome back, folks. Always so much activity going on here in the bustling metropolis of Atlanta, Georgia. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. And it's McGee in at the 5. Home in the paint. Here's Durant. Bazemore grabs the miss. Bazemore's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Dedmon takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Thompson. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Man, Klay Thompson, when he gets moving like this, big things happen.
There's the pick. Prince kicks to Dedmon. No good that time. Great D that time from Green. Outside Curry. Back to Thompson. Fires from deep. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
Bazemore misses. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Thompson from long range. That one misses. And Atlanta will come the other way. From 13, here's Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Collins has got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Green. Stripped away. Curry against Schroeder. He feeds it to Dedmon. Schroeder kicks it to Bazemore. Misses the 3.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
Outside Curry. McGee a screen. McGee a screen on Prince. And Durant gets double teamed. A stupendous finish in traffic. McGee's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Hawks passing it around. Here's Collins, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. He's got 10.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Shoots over Bazemore, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Here's Schroeder. Atlanta working now with the new shot clock. Prince in the corner. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Not sure, maybe the pressure of the moment got to him there. A really careless error that might ultimately cost the team.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. The screen from Thompson. Curry dishes to Durant. For the lead, Curry can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Prince, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Curry passes to Durant. Durant drawing the double team, and McGee kicks to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Green with a screen on Collins. Here's Thompson. Good as the jump shot falls. Thompson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Thompson doing a good job of squaring himself up on that shot. Defended well, but still capable of nailing jumpers.
Dedmon dishes to Schroeder. Over Thompson. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Green against Collins. Green the pass to Thompson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line. That's going to send Dennis Schroeder to the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry. And Dennis Schroeder out of Germany handed the keys as the full-time starter at the point guard in his 4th season.
And with his confidence and competitive spirit, you know, he was chomping at the bit for that opportunity. And you got to love his athleticism coupled with that big play capability. It's just exciting to see how good this young man can become.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Schroeder.
Gone from the Hawks are all the starters of that team that just a couple years ago won 60 games. So you have to believe if this is the time for that organization to embrace a rebuild.
Passes it to Curry. Jumper off the screen. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
Snaking around the screen, Curry using his teammates to find just a sliver of daylight. That's all he needs.
Dedmon kicks it over to Schroeder. From 13, that doesn't go either for Schroeder. And the Hawks last season, a 5th seed, Brent, in the Eastern Conference, ousted in the first round.
Well, they have some aging veterans. They had some regressions in the wins column. They traded away a lot of the guys that were part of that 60-win team. So this is a young team that's starting to reset, rebuild, and retool.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And he makes the first. Well, you look at this Warriors team, so many players with height that can hit a three, bring the ball up court, and create a shot for someone else. Actually, Brent, it sounds a lot like you. That being said, do retired players ever dream of playing on a team like this talented?
Well, I think a lot of guys always think about when they're watching an NBA team play, especially ones that play a style with which you were very familiar with, that they want to put themselves out there on the floor and run the break and shoot threes. And yeah, I'm a little jealous about the way the Warriors go about their business. It would be a ton of fun to be spotted up with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry sitting out there on the wing.
It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Now the pass to Curry. Back to Durant. Bazemore dishes to Schroeder. Green with the rebound.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
And if you're open, Draymond Green will find you. He's got a great feel.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Here's Dedmon, guarded by McGee. Schroeder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Dennis Schroeder plays the game with a real flair. Tremendous confidence in his abilities.
Well, sometimes that gets him in a bit of trouble too, Kevin. You got to minimize some of the energy that you put into the antics that are happening around the game and put that kind of energy back into the game. But still a talented young point guard and a guy who wants to measure himself up against the best in the league every night.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Schroeder.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Schroeder hits them both.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Warriors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Curry with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Durant for 3. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
One of the great three-point shooters of our generation. Is practically a layup for Durant at this stage.
Schroeder against Curry. Schroeder passes to Prince. The Warriors pull it in. Now here's Green. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And Draymond Green was asked if he would be a different player, Brent, if he wasn't so vocal. His response was that he absolutely would.
Well, he's 100% right. I played with Gary Payton in Seattle, and if he wasn't yapping, he wasn't playing as well. I would say that Draymond Green falls into that sort of category. He brings an edge, he brings an intensity, and that helps the other guys on the team settle into the roles that they feel most comfortable with.
For the Hawks, Miles Plumlee's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Muscala in for Collins. The Hawks trail by 6. Feeds to Prince. Over Durant. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Atlanta's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Schroeder kicks to Prince. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that's 15 points for Prince.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
McGee a screen. Curry with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. And Thompson kicks to Green. Green with a screen for Curry. Thompson from long range. Another three for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Schroeder dishes to Plumlee. Now here's Bazemore. Defense right on him. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Bazemore's got 10.
And not stopping Kent on that play as he gets to the rim and fights through the contact.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Bembry's checked in for Atlanta. Golden State also making some changes. David West, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Iguodala in for Draymond Green. Pick by West. Curry outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Bembry kicks it to Bazemore. Here's Muscala. Another 3 for Atlanta.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Here's Curry with the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 4. Now the feed to Bazemore. Prince outside. Back to Bazemore. Plumlee with a screen on West. 5 on the clock. Bazemore misses.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
Curry passes to Thompson. He kicks it to Durant. West setting the pick for Durant. Back to Thompson. Launches it. Knocks down the 3 ball. Thompson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Bazemore dishes to Plumlee. Bazemore with it. It's up against Thompson. Pass to Bembry. Shoots over Curry. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Iguodala no good.
And even without that 3 ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Prince's shot is good.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
There's the dish to Iguodala. Here's the screen. Here's Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Klay Thompson is tall for a guard, so you want to utilize any advantage you have. That time height came into play.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And in just a few seasons, Klay Thompson has matured and established himself as the gold standard for the two-guard position in the NBA.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dorsey's checked in, and it's Malcolm Delaney in for Kent Bazemore. Then for the Warriors, Pachulia comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Livingston in for Curry. Both shots good from the stripe.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Hawks trail by 7. Banbury kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Delaney. They set the pick. Plumlee with the screen. Passes to Banbury for the 3. He dishes it to Muscala. And Dorsey kicks to Plumlee. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Misses from close range. Iguodala outside. Pick by West. Off the pick, and he comes up with the deuce. Livingston's got 6.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction, and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Banbury kicks to Delaney. Plumlee with the screen. Lets it go from the wing. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Delaney. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
That's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Muscala and Plumlee the bigs. And it's Banbury in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The Hawks trail by 9. Kicks it to Plumlee. The pass to Banbury. Hawks passing it around. Plumlee with the screen. Muscala with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. And he gets the bucket.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Dishes it to Livingston. 14 feet away. That one, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Banbury kicks to Muscala. Young with the steal. Feeds it to Casper. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Atlanta. 9-point game. The feed to Dorsey. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And David West gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Warriors on D. Banbury kicks to Delaney. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Bembry kicks to Dorsey. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bembry. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Warriors leading by 9. Livingston kicks to Young. Back to Livingston. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
There's the dish to Plumlee. Pass to Bembry. And Plumlee kicks to Bembry. It's stolen by Livingston. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Livingston's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Love the way that Sean Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out.
And with the height that Sean Livingston has, he provides a mismatch for smaller guards. Also can pass right over the top of them. Brett, I got to tell you, he reminds me a bit of how you used to play.
Well, there's no way that I had that kind of post game, Kevin, but it's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sean does a great job, however, of finding the spots on the floor where he can be most effective. He does not try to do things whenever he's not at that 12 to 16 foot range where he does most of his damage.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Warriors leading by 13. Here is Caspi. Shoots from 14, and it's Golden State with another.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Passes it to Delaney. Here's Bembry. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's foul number 2 for him. Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Here's Bembry. Plumlee with the screen to end the drought. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Dorsey.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Green, the screen. Thompson passes to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 5 assists tonight.
Draymond Green, in games where he hits at least 1 3-pointer, likes to take more. So we're going to see another one of those.
And Muscala kicks to Bembry. Over Livingston. Bembry misses. Warriors leading by 15. Livingston dishes to Iguodala. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about Iguodala's focus on that play? That was amazing. Didn't let the defense get to him one bit.
What is nice to see from Iguodala in the tail end of his career, Brent, is that he has actually gotten more efficient from the floor.
Well, Iguodala does a good job of picking and choosing his spots, and I think having the teammates that he has, drawing that kind of attention, guys like Curry, Durant, and certainly Klay Thompson from the perimeter opens up opportunities that Iguodala just can read so very well. Doesn't need to be risky with anything he does offensively.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
Iguodala's leadership is really unsurpassed. Steve Kerr calling him the adult in the room. His teammates definitely listen and respect all things that he offers up.
Plumlee, no luck.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
To the middle, here's West. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Warriors lead by 20.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze.
And here's Livingston. West, right side. Releases from 15. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Here's Bembry. Shoots over Livingston. Bembry shot good. Now Livingston. He feeds it to West. They kick it out to Green. Five on the clock. Shoots. Offensive rebound. West, that's good.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
Yeah, second chance points are demoralizing, especially after you worked hard to get the stop in the first place.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. So for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Plumlee. Collins comes in for Muscala. And it's Prince in for Malcolm Delaney. And the Warriors also making a change. Durant's checked in for West. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. And Thompson kicks to Livingston. Misses off the left iron. The Hawks trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the pass to Dorsey. From deep. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. To the right side. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Outside, Green. And the layup's good off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Kicks it to Collins. He dishes it to Prince. Over Iguodala. Prince misses. Warriors leading by 22. Durant the pass to Green. Iguodala dishes to Livingston. He kicks it to Thompson. It's stolen. Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Thompson. Now Dorsey. Pass to Bembry. Over to the left wing. The shot by Dorsey, no good. And here are the Warriors now. To the wing right side. Green, the screen. Livingston kicks to Green. Here's Bembry. Dishes to Dorsey. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Warriors shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Collins against Durant. Back to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Prince kicks to Bembry. Collins, a screen on Durant. Bembry the pass to Collins. Prince against Iguodala. Fires top of the key. They grab their own miss. With the clock winding down, slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. They get Andre Iguodala.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And the Hawks making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Warriors leading by 21. Feeds it to Iguodala. The screen from Thompson. There's the pick. Prince against Iguodala. Rebound by the Hawks. Dedmon's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Schroeder outside. Left side Prince. Collins a screen on Durant. Prince kicks to Collins. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Iguodala. Thompson dishes to Curry. Thompson outside. The feed to Durant. Over Collins. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
Bembry kicks to Dedmon. Green with the rebound. Green's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I'd feel good with Steph Curry running the show if I was a coach. He passes like that, and it tells you just how unselfish his play can be.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. The Hawks making a switch here. Dorsey's checked in. .156 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Schroeder. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Schroeder's got 24.
And Schroeder continuing to build his confidence, shooting the ball from the perimeter. I'd like to see him square up and sink those J's.
Curry kicks to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
That's as sweet as you're going to get it. Fluid motion, great lift, rolls right off the fingertips.
Here's Schroeder. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
Nothing discourages Schroeder when he's driving towards the rim, does not see things in his way, and he has no problem taking hits on the way.
There are a lot of great superstars in the NBA, Brent, but when you're talking about the most dangerous scorer in the league, I still think you've got to include Steph Curry in that conversation. He just does things that nobody else can do.
Well, nobody else in the league can do, and really nobody else in the history of the league has done. You think about Steph Curry in transition pulling up from 30 feet, and we really don't even bat an eye, and we expected the balls going in every time. What a transcendent player.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Warriors leading by 21.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Klay Thompson.
Well, he could not be stopped on offense. Super efficient tonight. There wasn't a lot the defense could do.
6 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. Again, Golden State.
I like how Klay shook loose on that one, skilled at getting some room for himself to get up that shot.
Schroeder passes to Prince. Here's Dedmon, guarded by Green. Here's Collins. The shot, no good. Durant with some nice D. Curry against Schroeder. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Shot off the pick. Rebound by the Hawks. Now Dorsey. The dish to Dedmon. Schroeder kicks to Dorsey. Schroeder outside. They set the pick. Out left to the wing. Here's Collins. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Klay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Klay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.